Well, 8,369 miles later, and I thought it'd be a good time for an update. I have a service call in the works, and there's a few things I've noticed. Apparently, when they were in the front of the car for the fan replacement for the HVAC, something happened to this front trim piece, and it doesn't latch down properly. I don't know what's going on there or how that's supposed to look. I feel like this is supposed to be over though, because the placement of the holes the pins go into and everything are molded into this piece. So I'll see what the service tech has to say about that. I don't really touch the hood much just because I don't like how flimsy it is. I'll close that later. Another thing is these aero covers. I was going to start on driver's side, but I'm starting on this side intentionally for a reason. Kick the tire, no rattle. Kick the tire, no rattle. Kick the tire, no rattle. Now this one, we'll see if it does it for me on camera. Do that again. Move the camera a little closer maybe. Now imagine the sound of that as you're driving down the road with the window open. It's super annoying. So I don't know what's going on here. I haven't hit anything. As you can see, my rims are pristine. I haven't had to hit a curb yet, and I haven't had to grind down all the way around the rim to make it even. Luckily I don't do too much parking around curbs, so that's a thing. But yeah, this thing is just rattle, 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 rattle. And it's really annoying if you want to drive with the windows open. So I'm going to see what Tesla has to say about that. Maybe the service tech will just show me that there's some way like I can fix this myself. Although I feel like it's kind of silly that I have to do anything about this if the other ones aren't doing anything. I don't know if they're going to tell me I need to like take this cap off and like tighten it or something, but yeah. So I don't know, think about that. As expensive as these cars are, I think they would have hubcaps that don't rattle. They're kind of loose and sloppy. And if I really kick this one, I can get it to rattle a little. But yeah, that's kind of disappointing. From there, my mobile charger's been acting stupid, and the plug's overheating, which is a new thing. It doesn't do it consistently, so I don't think it's an ambient temperature thing. I probably shouldn't be letting it sit at an angle like that. I should probably be letting it dangle. But I can't imagine this angle is any worse than making it support its own weight. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move this outlet up there and then have it pointing down and 3D print a mount for that to sit in. But based on the service ticket, it looks like they're just going to replace the plug. So I don't know. Louis Rossman was having issues with his overheating as well, but he put a fan on it. Mine's under warranty still, so I'm going to complain. And yeah, otherwise, car's been fine. It's been a few really irritating phantom braking and autopilot events, but I don't know what to say about that. Oops. Yeah, it's mostly clean in here, but the energy efficiency while driving has been decent. I'm struggling to get it lower. It doesn't have numbers there since I haven't driven since I've charged it, but after the winter was over, I think it was about 315 watt hours per mile, and I've been slowly creeping it down. But I don't know how low I'll get it. 280 was kind of my goal. I think 270 might be possible, But then once winter comes around again, I'm guessing that I'd probably see somewhere around 290 maybe. I don't know. It's really interesting because it's really hard to get that number down, because I would guess I have to drive at least 1,000 miles to knock off another watt hour per mile on my average power usage. But yeah, otherwise the interior's been holding up. These seats are really miserable. I think they're contributing to my neck pain, so I gotta figure out something about this to do. I'm thinking about buying a neck pillow that'll kind of spread over my area where my neck sits, since head hits about here on the headrest, and then you got this horrible gap basically from where your head goes down to your back. These are definitely not comfortable if you want to sit in your seat versus like sitting up. So we'll see what happens there, but at least for now, the car has been behaving. Most of the issues I've been having are minor. The only other thing they're going to do on the service call is rotate the tires, unless the service tech says it isn't necessary, but I am a little overdue based on the mileage, so we'll see how it goes. The bill that they've quoted me through the app, I believe, is going to be $69.95 for the rotation. But yeah, hopefully that's an interesting update. If the seats weren't so uncomfortable and I didn't overpay for the car, I feel like I'd be a little bit more happy with it. But otherwise, it's not been bad. But hopefully that's interesting, and thanks for watching.